If a man has 6 million yuan, about $850,000, would you marry him on the first date? 6 million? You want the honest truth? Yes. Honestly, 6 million yuan in Beijing is worth nothing. Nothing? You mean it's not even enough to buy a house? Exactly. Saying something that blunt might get me punched. What kind of interview question is that anyway? You think with 6 million he can just get married on the spot? What is this, grocery shopping? Whether I've dated or not is none of your business. You're just as gross as me. How dare you call someone used goods? Who are you even talking about? Me? You're the real used item here. Answer the question. Have you ever had a boyfriend or not? You're over 30 already. Answer me. Whether I have or not is still none of your business. What about you? Have you ever had a girlfriend? Yes, I have. And now it's my turn to fire back. Every time I come here, you attack me. Now it's your turn. You've offended over 2 million people. Even if you lived 2 lifetimes, you wouldn't land anyone, and you'd still get roasted.
上海的大龄生女真的很委屈。
Women from Dalian living in Shanghai are honestly having a hard time. They're constantly judged and criticized by society. Today I met a woman born in 1990 with a yearly income of over 1 million yuan, over $140,000. She's highly educated and insists on finding someone better than her, around her age. But honestly, how many men born around 1990 have that kind of income, good looks, and would agree to date her? There's also a woman born in 1980 who earns over 1 million yuan per year too, but she completely refuses to consider anyone born in the 1970s. She insists on dating men from the 1980s, and they must have a youthful vibe. But really, how many men like that would choose them? If we say their dating standards are a problem, does that mean women are forced to lower their standards and choose someone weaker than themselves? And if we say their standards aren't a problem, well, from a woman's perspective, they're perfectly reasonable. But the issue is this. Nowadays, men only care about 2 things, age and appearance, and unfortunately, those 2 things can't be changed. Don't be so quick to say that older unmarried women are somehow at fault. There's a big difference between women who are simply single and those who are gold diggers. There's nothing wrong with a woman remaining unmarried into her later years. Sometimes it's just a matter of timing or missed opportunities, which leads to challenges in marriage. But being a gold digger is something else. That refers to people who approach men with the clear intention of taking their money through dating or marriage. Of course, I acknowledge that many men have been scammed like this, and some have ended up with a fear of marriage because of it. That's why I hope people stop fueling the conflict between men and women. We should promote fairness and spread positive energy. And please, don't twist or maliciously edit what I say. Everything I'm saying today is meant to support a healthy society. This platform is here to promote positive values. Agreed? Speaking for myself, I want to say this to the younger women out there. After you've finished your education and achieved success, don't be overly picky. Don't aim too high when you're standing too low, and don't look down on others. You want this, you want that, and then you want even more. In the end, you're the one who gets hurt. If one day you meet someone who's a good match, don't wait. Just get married. I believe life is meant to be enjoyed, not spent hurting yourself. Live in the present. Don't let age define your youth. A 38-year-old woman still has youth, still has her own life. Even though I'm not married now, I feel like I'm living very well. Of course, I still hope that one day I'll meet my Prince Charming and have a happy marriage. That's also my parents' biggest wish. They lose sleep at night worrying about me. If I ever do get married, I'll go to the Wansong tree with my marriage certificate and show everyone who's here today. To all of you filming me right now, I'll give you a signal, and I hope you all live beautiful lives too. So many people have come here, but let's be honest. Everyone's here for money. Older single women want a man with a house, a car, and money. Older single men want the same, a woman with a house, a car, and money. What about the marriage agencies? They're in it for the money too. What about the influencers? They're here for money as well. So why is the world so exhausting? It's because everyone is chasing money. No one comes here for justice, No one is here for positive energy, and that's it, plain and simple.
小姐姐身材好苗条。
Wow, you're so slim. How old are you? Age doesn't matter. Where are you from? Kuju. Education level? Bachelor's degree. What do you do for work? Finance. How much is your annual income? Around 100,000 yuan, about $14,000. What's your ideal partner like? Ideally, someone working in Hangzhou. Has your family already settled in Hangzhou? Not yet. My parents are still in my hometown, but I've settled here. Do you own a home? Yes, since I've settled here. You prefer someone born after 1995? That's right. So a 5 to 6 year age gap? Yes. Height requirement? At least 1.70 meters, 5 feet 7 inches. Education? Bachelor's. Does where he's from matter? Preferably someone from Zhejiang province.
石家庄相亲市场有一个很残酷的
In Shijiazhuang, there's a harsh reality at the matchmaking market. Women over the age of 38 who have never been married almost have no chance of getting married at all. Why is that? Is it because they're too picky? Not exactly. It's because their mindset has hit a dead end. Yesterday, I met a beautiful woman born in 1985. She has a master's degree, earns 300,000 yuan per year, about $42,000, owns a house and a car, all paid off. She believes those are plus points in finding a husband, but reality hit her hard. The high-quality men have already been scooped up by younger women born in the 90s, and the men who are still available don't meet her standards, so she's stuck in a vicious cycle. The better her conditions, the harder it is to find someone to marry. Think about it. Isn't that true?
什么？中国竟然有超过1亿的
Surprised? China has over 100 million single women, even though everyone says there are more men than women, with 30 million more men than women in the country. So where did all these single women come from? I'll tell you, they've been poisoned by toxic messages. Society has fed them bowls of mental chicken soup laced with poison. Bowl 1. Men should make money. Women just need to be beautiful. Bowl 2. If a man doesn't spend money on you, he doesn't love you. If he does love you, he should spoil you and let you do whatever you want. Bowl 3. Where a man spends his money is where his heart is. Bowl 4. A man who doesn't know how to comfort a woman has toxic masculinity. Bowl 5. There are no ugly women, only lazy ones. Bowl 6. A woman's handbag is her second face. Bowl 7. There are no leftover women, only men who can't afford a wife. Bowl 8. You deserve someone better. After drinking one bowl after another, women float in fantasy, believing they're all goddesses or Cinderella waiting for Prince Charming to put on the glass slipper. But these bowls of chicken soup are actually schemes cooked up by capitalists. They've praised women into foolishness and vanity. A woman earning 3,000 yuan per month wants a man who earns 10,000. A woman who's 1.5 meters tall wants a boyfriend who's 1.8 meters tall. Capitalism has one goal: to make women spend, and if they don't have enough money, they'll spend a man's money instead. Women fall into the trap of consumerism, buying clothes, bags, cosmetics, dining out, traveling, going to the movies. Many men go broke trying to keep up. Their salary isn't enough, so they take out loans, use credit cards, borrow online, and once they're drained, the only thing left is a breakup. Capitalists leave no stone unturned. If there's no holiday to cash in on, they'll invent one. 520, the first milk tea of autumn, even rebranded Women's Day into Goddess Day. And once you're a goddess, men are expected to show their love, right? But many men simply can't take it anymore. They either give up or get dumped. Meanwhile, women stay trapped in their pink dream worlds, still waiting for a tall, rich, handsome CEO from a fairy tale. So the real question is, who will wake them up?
哎，你好，小姐姐，我来采访一下你哈。
Hi, can I ask what year you were born? 1988. So you're about 36 or 37. Is this your first marriage? No, it's not. What do you mean? I've dated before. I'm a woman who's seen the wolves. Seen the wolves? What do you mean? Have you found someone here yet? I'm just looking for someone better. It's not that no one likes me. I just go have a coffee and young guys ask for my WeChat right away. So you think you still have high value? Of course. Only young and handsome guys approach me. All right, tell me. What's this? That's Chinese cabbage. And this? Pork, though I don't know if it's from the countryside. Okay, now tell me, are cabbage and pork the same price? Well, pork and cabbage can be cooked together. I'm asking about price. Have you ever tried to buy cabbage at pork prices? Never. So how much does cabbage cost per kilo? A few cents. And pork? Over 10 yuan per kilo. Exactly. Everyone knows cabbage is about 2 yuan, pork is over 10. So tell me, would a successful man be willing to marry an older baby girl? Men might be okay aging with a woman, but they don't want to start a relationship with someone who's already older. Women over 30 still think they're high value. They say young girls don't know how to provide emotional support, but they do. I can offer emotional value too. I can warm the bed. I work and support myself. But you ladies always film with beauty filters. Your faces are slimmed down so much they look like tofu blocks with eyes. You live in a beautified fantasy world. In real life, without makeup, you're just average passers-by. Whether I'm average or not doesn't matter. As long as the person I like doesn't think I am, that's enough. All right then, be honest. You've been here a while. Has anyone wanted to pick you? Have you found someone who meets your standards? Yes, of course. I'm still choosing. It's like playing mahjong. I'm waiting for the best tile. So you've met lots of people, and they've seen you, but you're still not satisfied because you want someone better? Choosing is mutual. Everyone has the right to choose, don't they? Well, I think you're trying to sell cabbage at pork prices. Everyone here knows. Cabbage is cabbage, pork is pork. They don't go for the same price. Oh my God, last week a girl born in the 2000s came to the matchmaking center all by herself. No one had to push or convince her. I asked her, "You're just in your early 20s, why the rush?" She flipped her fake lashes and said, "Everyone's been 20 once, but no one stays 20 forever." I was stunned and asked, "What do you mean by that?" She said, "Better to act early than wait until I have no choices left." Her ex-boyfriend was born in 1993, 7 years older than her. When they first met, she was the one who took the initiative and married him. A 7-year age gap? She said she'd even be fine with a 15-year gap. Her reasoning was simple. He had a stable job and stable emotions. That's the kind of man she likes. She said straight up, she has no interest in immature boys who live like they're still in teen romance novels. Take last year as an example. There were over 20,000 vehicles registered at the matchmaking fair, but only about 200 men. The rest? All women fighting for attention. Girls born after 2000 are flooding into the marriage market, fighting for the high-quality men. Meanwhile, the older ladies born in the 80s and 90s are still sitting around, waiting for someone to court them. By now, the vegetables have gone cold. A woman who's 35 and still unmarried? Honestly, it's very hard to find a husband at that point. As a woman myself, I don't enjoy saying this, but it's the reality. Let me break it down so you can prepare yourself in time. 90% of women want to marry the top 10% of men. Some say, that's just because I live in a small town with few good men. But I'm telling you, in big cities like Beijing, Shanghai, or Guangzhou, it's even worse. One good man there can have 10 women chasing after him. The bigger the city, the fiercer the competition. As for men, their age preferences are crystal clear. At 25, even if you're not that pretty, someone might still say, "She has a nice aura." If you're short-tempered, it's called cute. If your salary is low, they'll say, "I'll take care of you." As long as you're not ugly, you'll still have plenty of suitors. Matchmakers knocking down your door. But once you hit 27, men start picking apart everything. Your job, your looks, your personality, your relationship history. At least at that point, you still have some power to choose. As long as you're not insisting on marrying a billionaire, you can still find someone compatible. But after 28, everything changes. Many top-tier men set their first requirement as only women under 30. Because let's be real, with dating, marriage, pregnancy, and childbirth ahead of you, women over 30 are already in high-risk maternal age. Unless you come from a powerful family, have standout looks, or elite academic credentials, your pool of suitors shrinks dramatically. If you're just an ordinary woman, your options become very limited. After 30, the frustration hits hard. Not because you're lacking rich guys, but because even decent, average men are rare. The girls you used to look down on are now happily married and flaunting it. The guys who once chased you? They've all settled down. Your parents start worrying, wondering, our daughter's amazing. Why can't she find a husband? Meanwhile, outsiders whisper, maybe there's something wrong with her health? Can she even have kids? And if you're beautiful? The gossip gets worse. She must have fooled around too much when she was younger. Now she's just looking for someone to clean up the mess. Even if a younger guy falls for you and brings you home, his family won't approve, and his friends will talk. Eventually, he'll change his mind too. So who's left for you? Men with average traits or with major flaws? Bad temper, divorce, children from a previous marriage. Why? Because men are casual when it comes to dating, but very practical when it comes to marriage. Don't believe the girl boss fairy tales online that say you can find true love at 40. That's a fantasy. Wake up. If you want to get married, lower your standards. If you refuse to settle, then make money, plan for retirement, and prepare for a solo life. Starting now.
聪明女生啊，都知道男人的
Smart women understand the 3 core needs of men. Only the clueless ones, almost 30 and still living in a romantic daydream, don't understand why they're still single. Let me break it down for you. Need 1. Career. For ambitious men, their career is their life. Any woman who supports their goals or helps them grow will instantly earn their respect. These men want someone to advance side by side with, not someone who cries, sulks, or lives off emotions. That might be fun for a while, but long-term, it's exhausting. Think about it. Would you want to be with someone who you have to feed, clothe, and constantly manage emotionally? Need 2. Desire. You don't need to be rich or powerful, but if you're attractive, emotionally intelligent, and can offer positive emotional value, you'll have men lining up. Whoever fulfills this need gets chosen. Need 3. Children. If you're educated and smart, men will see your potential to raise great kids. A good woman can uplift 3 generations. Men know that. Now you might ask, so I have to be successful, beautiful, emotionally supportive, and well-educated? What do I even need a man for then? You're misunderstanding. You don't have to tick every box. Even if you meet just one of those needs, you'll already have access to quality choices. You won't be labeled as a leftover woman. Think about it. Women with stable careers are rarely young. Women with top-tier intelligence and education usually aren't in their early 20s either. The problem isn't your age, it's outdated thinking. If you're aging but not evolving, not upgrading your mindset or skills, that's the real issue. Just look around. Career women who aren't that pretty still earn respect. Pretty, emotionally skilled women still attract men even if their background isn't great. Highly educated, high IQ women, even if older, don't still attract high-quality partners. Even those older ladies dancing in the public squares, they've got charming old men lining up for them. A woman's appeal has never been about age. It's about her mind. No successful man wants to marry an empty-headed doll. So why do women always have to meet men's standards? Can't men meet women's standards too? This isn't about appeasing men. It's about understanding what they need, so you can get what you want. Dumb women compare themselves to men. Average women sit around and wait for men. Smart women, they take the lead and choose their man. Got it? Today, Chinese women are facing a serious distortion of values driven by the media. They've been led to believe that a woman's worth lies in her looks, her youth, or the wealth of her partner, rather than in her character, intelligence, or inner peace. At the same time, social media is flooded with unrealistic glamour and endless show-offs. Everyone is wearing a curated, luxurious mask, and many women get trapped in this spiral of comparison and competition. They begin to believe that only by living extravagantly or appearing successful can they be considered worthy of happiness, or at the very least, not feel inferior. This kind of constant comparison narrows their vision and limits their dreams. They don't live to be happy. They live to be better than others. But if we look back across generations, reality has always proven one thing. Material wealth is not the core value of life. Money and fame have never been the true measure of happiness. True happiness doesn't come from having more than others. It comes from understanding what you genuinely need. Lao Tzu once said, "He who knows contentment is rich. He who understands others is wise. And he who conquers himself is truly powerful." Only when we let go of blind competition, broaden our perspective, and return to authentic inner values, can we truly reach a quiet yet fulfilling happiness, the kind that doesn't need to be flaunted, but can deeply nourish a lifetime. What do you think about this situation? Is the growing obsession with material status among some Chinese women pulling them further away from real happiness? And what about young women in Vietnam? Are we also slowly being caught in the same cycle of comparison, vanity, and chasing a definition of happiness shaped by social media? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice truly matters to us. Every comment is not only a source of motivation, but also an essential part of helping our team continue to create videos every day. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.